I'm now honored to present Mr. Michael Tarpey as the senior class valedictorian.
Hello, class of 2010. How are you doing tonight? That's good. Yep. This is a fantastic night to celebrate. Every senior in the room tonight has exhibited an extraordinary amount of strength and perseverance to make it to this moment. But as many good moments as there were extremely tough moments as well that we need to give credit to. We've all faced some sort of obstacle. Family death and illness, property damage, arguments, broken ties of friendship. Even saw a kid's homework go flying down Princess Anne Road once. But he's here tonight in the audience, so he graduated. That's good. Yep. We've all known for a while that this day would come for us, but perhaps there was a moment on the road where maybe we thought we wouldn't make it, or we were just losing hope with things that were going on. But this is the night where all that struggle pays off. Some of us sitting in the audience tonight have a conflict that has been publicized, and the class has shown an outpouring of support for that person. But there are also those who have internalized their conflict and easing the burden on the class, but simultaneously making it harder on the individual. But this difference ends tonight. We all have cracks, and tonight we finally fill them as we share in the moment that we're working so hard for these past 4 years, and we are all here for each other. In reality, it's been that way all year. I lost my mother last July, almost a year ago now, and I came back to school to start senior year with a heavy burden on my shoulders, knowing that it would be difficult. But the class of 2010 was there for me to share my burden. My sister and I met more friends and supporters when we came back to school at the start of this year than I ever knew I had, and for that I'm eternally grateful. No one needed to know the entire story. They all knew that I was a friend in need, and they were there for me this year. And then unexpectedly, 5 weeks ago, my father died as well. I didn't think that I would have received the same response from my class simply because it was so shocking, but I'm happy to say tonight that I was wrong, and the support was and still is even greater. And this has been almost impossible to take in over 10 months of senior years, which almost discouraged me from talking about this topic because it's so hard to condense 4 years of 500 and some odd seniors' lives into a few minutes here on stage. I mean, we lost 3 of our own classmates, Patricia, Bernadette, and Jonathan, far too early in their high school career. But we must also remember that those who we have lost, friends and family and friends, 2 friends, they are all here, and they have much better seats than any of us have, not to make anybody jealous or anything. What I really want to focus on is the fact that we've all faced these hardships together, and that is what has transformed us from a group of individual seniors to a class of friends. Someone wise once told me that the world would never give you too much to handle, and I think we can all learn a lot from this statement. Nobody's perfect despite what our t-shirts claim, and they are nice t-shirts. But these hardships are where we are supposed to experience, and they are where the class of 2010 has shined the most. We have mastered the ability to help each other, an ability whose usefulness spans all the way from the smallest favor to the largest global cause. Some of us needed more help than others, and some gave more than others, but in the end, that's irrelevant. It's not about who coming out on top or coming out even. It's about the greater bond that we've created this year, and for the other 3 years as well. And what's so great about this bond is that no matter where we go in our lives, it will always be here. We can all look back and remember the times that we helped or were helped by one of our classmates at Landstown and use the experience we gained to go on and do great things in this world. And no hardship in the world can change that fact. For the past 4 years, each of us have had 500 people we could relate to whenever we found ourselves in trouble. And from here on out, we still have that same opportunity now and forever when we find ourselves with new hardships. I want everyone in this room here tonight to not only be proud of the individuals they're representing, but be proud of the class of 2010. And I want us, the seniors, to not only be proud of ourselves as individuals, even though we have a lot to be proud for, be proud of the class of 2010, because quite frankly, this is just too big. It's no individual's time, it's our time. And it's time for Landstown's class of 2010 to make itself known the world over. Thank you.